Texans coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. First down, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there on the first play of the game. 49 yards. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Teddy Bridgewater, 26 yards. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And now out comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Watson again. This is Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Open man, the tight end fails. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
He's at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains. On first down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And the pressure gets to him again. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a run with McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 11.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll try and run it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First down.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Zach Cunningham.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this would complete to Will Fuller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
At the 43-yard line.
Running from the gun, Johnson. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and short.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Watson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Throwing again is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson escaping the pressure right, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. 3rd and long. It's Watson going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
It's 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson on the move to his left. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Out to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 14. First down, Carolina.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 46 yard.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. The Texans here on third down putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. To throw again, Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Steps away. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. A good decision in the end. The pull it and run gets him 9 yards and a 1st. On 1st and 10, Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. From the red zone now, Watson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Panthers' 12-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson rolling to his left. He'll run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson hitting Will Fuller on the touchdown pass. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Well, that's about as quick of a pass. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Bridgewater to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Joey Slide.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Watson and the Texans now down by 12. Exactly 1 minute remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
Throwing again. Watson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together, and I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely, that would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.